Jotter presents 15 unspoken social rules that can help you navigate any social situation. Have you ever been in a social situation and felt like you weren't sure what to do? Do you want to make sure that no matter who or where you are, your behavior is always appropriate? Well, we have just the thing for you. We present to you 15 unspoken social rules that can help guide your way through any awkward moment. These rules might seem strange at first glance, but they will soon become second nature after watching this video. With their help, you'll be able to navigate any social situation with ease and confidence. Plus, these tips come with an added bonus of being served up with a side of humor. So get ready to learn some helpful lessons while also having a few laughs along the way. So if you're looking for ways to ace any kind of social gathering, keep on watching. It's time to master those unspoken social rules and never feel out of place again. Rule 1. Always use manners. Navigating social situations can sometimes feel like braving the high seas. But fear not, my hearties is a trusted compass that can help you navigate these treacherous waters with ease using manners. Whether you're talking to friends, colleagues, or even strangers, using good manners can set you apart as a courteous and respectful person. It's like having a loyal parrot on your shoulder, always reminding you to say please and thank you, hold doors open, and avoid interrupting others while they're speaking. However, beware of the social false pass that can sink your ship. Arriving late to a social gathering can be like walking the plank of disrespect, making others feel unappreciated and undervalued. So, it's always best to set sail in good time and apologize sincerely if the winds of fate blow you off course. By consistently using manners, you can create a positive atmosphere in any social setting and establish a reputation as someone who is respectful, considerate, and kind. So mates, remember to hoist the Jolly Roger of good manners and navigate any social situation with ease. Rule 2. Respect personal space. Personal space is something that we all have and cherish, whether we realize it or not. It's that invisible zone around us that makes us feel comfortable and secure in social situations. While everyone's comfort level with personal space may differ, it's important to respect each other's boundaries to avoid making others feel uncomfortable or threatened. Whether it's a close talker, an over-enthusiastic hugger, or a lurker, there are plenty of ways that people can invade our personal space, intentionally or unintentionally. So, how can we respect personal space in our daily interactions? Firstly, pay attention to your physical proximity to others. Standing too close or getting too physical without consent can make others feel uncomfortable. Similarly, be aware of your body language and keep it open and non-threatening. Crossing your arms or standing too far away from a conversation can create a sense of distance and discomfort. Lastly, remember that personal space is not just about physical boundaries, but also emotional boundaries. Listen actively, acknowledge others' feelings, and give them space to share their thoughts and opinions. By doing so, we can create a more comfortable and respectful social environment for everyone involved. Rule 3. Keep your phone away. Hey there, are you a phone addict? Because it seems like every time we're in a conversation, your phone is your new best friend. But let's be real. It's hard to have a meaningful conversation when your eyes are glued to a screen. It's like trying to dance with someone who keeps checking their watch. You just can't get into the rhythm of things. So what can we do to avoid this? Put your phone on timeout in your pocket or bag and focus on the person in front of you. You wouldn't want to miss a beat of the conversation, would you? And trust me, your Instagram feed will still be there when you're done. I get it. It's tempting to check your phone every 2 seconds. But by keeping your device out of sight, you're showing the other person that you're invested in the conversation and that you value their time. It's like hitting the pause button on all the distractions around you and creating a space where you can truly connect with another human being. So next time you're tempted to check your phone during a conversation, remember that it's time to give it a little time out and focus on the present moment. Rule 4. Listen more than you talk. Ever been in a conversation where someone talks more than they listen? It's like being stuck in a one-sided game of ping pong. But remember, conversation isn't a sport, and the goal isn't to score points. It's to connect with the other person. So instead of dominating the conversation, try putting on your listening ears and letting the other person do the talking. You might be surprised at how much more enjoyable the interaction becomes. Active listening is more than just hearing words. It's about showing interest, understanding, and empathy. By giving the other person space to share their thoughts and feelings, you're showing them that you value their perspective. Plus, you never know what interesting tidbits you might learn by simply tuning in and letting someone else speak. So next time you're in a conversation, let the other person have the floor for a bit. Who knows? You might even learn a thing or two. Rule 5. Do not interrupt. Effective communication is essential for building strong relationships and making meaningful connections. However, interrupting others while they're speaking can be perceived as rude, dismissive, and disrespectful, which can create tension and conflict in social situations. Interrupting can also disrupt the flow of conversation, making others feel unheard or unimportant. To avoid interrupting others, it's important to be mindful and respectful of their opinions and perspectives. Some strategies for avoiding interruptions include waiting for a natural pause in the conversation, acknowledging what they've said before adding your own thoughts, and asking for permission to share your own ideas. By using these techniques, you can show that you value what others have to say and create a more positive and respectful social environment. However, there may be moments when interrupting is appropriate or even encouraged, such as when a friend needs help remembering details about a recent event. In these situations, it's important to be mindful of how long you've been talking versus listening and adjust accordingly. Overall, by respecting others' opinions and avoiding interrupting them, you can create a more positive and respectful social environment and build stronger relationships with those around you. Rule 6. Be mindful of body language. When it comes to socializing, our body language speaks volumes. Sitting there like a closed-off clam with your arms crossed sends a clear, "I'm not interested" message. Instead, try leaning in with an open and inviting posture to show that you're engaged and excited about the conversation. And if you really want to get wild, throw in a few smiles and nods for good measure. Of course, it's not just about body language, you also need to keep the conversation flowing. Don't be afraid to ask questions, share stories, and throw in some humor. But maybe skip the dad jokes. With these simple tricks, you'll be a social butterfly in no time. Rule 7. Dress appropriately. First impressions matter, and often they're based on how you look. So it's important to dress for success in any social setting. Think of your outfit as your social armor that helps you navigate social situations with confidence. Whether you're going to a job interview or a dinner party, dressing appropriately shows that you respect the occasion and the people you'll be interacting with. It's like bringing a dish to a potluck. You want to make a good impression. When choosing your outfit, consider factors like the event dress code, the people you'll be interacting with, and your personal style. But don't forget about the little details too. Grooming, hygiene, and accessorizing can also make a big difference in how you're perceived. After all, you want to look polished and put together, not like you rolled out of bed and straight into the event. With the right outfit and some confidence, you'll be ready to tackle any social situation that comes your way. Rule 8. Be punctual. Arriving late is like bringing a soggy pizza to a party. It's a major buzzkill. Not only does it make you look inconsiderate and unprofessional, but it also disrupts the flow of the event and can cause unnecessary stress for everyone involved. That's why punctuality is so important in any social situation. Whether you're meeting new people or attending a professional event, showing up on time, or even a few minutes early, is a simple yet effective way to demonstrate respect and consideration for others. Being punctual also shows that you take your commitments seriously and that you're a reliable person. Think of it this way. If you promise to be somewhere at a specific time and then show up late, it's like promising to bring a pie to a potluck, but then forgetting it in the oven. Not only will people be disappointed, but they may also start to question your dependability in the future. So do yourself a favor and set your alarm a little earlier. Double check your schedule and make punctuality a priority. Your reputation will thank you. Rule 9. Don't gossip. Let me tell you, gossip is like a pesky little fly that just won't go away. It buzzes in your ear, annoys the heck out of you, and before you know it, you're swatting at it like a madman. But in the world of social interactions, gossip is more like a poison ivy plant that should be avoided at all costs. Why? Because it spreads like wildfire and can leave everyone with an uncomfortable itch that just won't go away. So, if you want to avoid any unnecessary drama or itchy situations, just remember to steer clear of gossip altogether. Avoiding gossip is not just a smart move, but it's also a sign of maturity and respect for others. By keeping your conversations free from rumors or negative comments about others, you show that you're a person of integrity who values relationships and understands the importance of maintaining a positive environment. So, the next time you're tempted to dish out some juicy tidbit about someone, just think of it as a poison ivy plant and back away slowly. Trust me, it's for the best. Bottom line, gossip is like poison ivy. It's best to avoid it altogether. By steering clear of negative comments and rumors, you can create a more positive and supportive social environment that's built on trust and respect. So, let's all be mature adults and leave the gossip behind, shall we? Rule 10. Be aware of cultural differences. Understanding cultural differences is like speaking a foreign language. It can be tough to master, but once you do, it opens up a whole new world of communication. Whether you're traveling to a different country or just meeting someone from another background, taking the time to learn about their customs and beliefs shows that you're willing to put in the effort to build a connection. It's like learning to speak the same language but with cultural norms instead of words. But don't worry, you don't have to become fluent in every culture you encounter. Just like learning a new language, starting with a few key phrases can go a long way towards building rapport and avoiding any embarrassing fox path. And remember, a little effort can go a long way towards making someone feel valued and respected. So next time you're in a social situation with people from different backgrounds, give it a shot. You might be surprised by what you learn and the connections you make. In short, taking the time to learn about cultural differences is a valuable investment in building strong relationships and creating a more inclusive and welcoming social environment. So go ahead, brush up on your cultural vocabulary and see where it takes you. Rule 11. Respect others' opinions. Opinions are like spices in a stew. They add flavor and kick to the mix. But just like how some people go overboard with the chili powder and make the whole pot unbearable, it's important to be mindful of how much of our opinion we're dishing out. It's okay to have a strong stance on something, but we should also be open to others' thoughts and perspectives. Think of it like a potluck party. Everyone brings their own dish to share. Sure, we might not all like the same things, but we can still appreciate the effort and care put into each dish. And who knows, we might even discover a new favorite food we never would have tried otherwise. So let's keep an open mind, listen to others, and keep the conversation spicy without burning anyone's tongue. Rule 12. Say thank you. Showing gratitude by saying thank you is like adding a special seasoning to a dish. It elevates the flavor and makes everything taste better. Whether it's for a small act of kindness or a big favor, expressing appreciation through words or gestures can go a long way in building and strengthening relationships. So don't hesitate to sprinkle some thank you seasoning on your interactions with others. Not only does saying thank you show that you value and acknowledge the efforts of others, but it also creates a positive ripple effect. It encourages others to continue their positive behavior and fosters a sense of community. And who knows, your gratitude might just inspire others to add some seasoning of their own to the mix. So go ahead and show your appreciation whenever you can. It's the secret ingredient to making life a little sweeter. Rule 13. Don't overshare. Socializing can be a tricky business. It's like walking a tightrope between being friendly and oversharing. You want to be open and honest with others, but you don't want to fall off the edge by revealing too much information or prying too deeply with personal questions. It's like trying to share a slice of pizza without giving away the whole pie. To avoid making others uncomfortable, pay attention to verbal cues and body language. If someone looks like they're about to run away, it might be time to switch topics. Remember, just because you know someone well doesn't mean they want to know everything about you. So keep it light and breezy and don't let the conversation get too cheesy. Sharing personal information can help build connections, but oversharing can be like pouring hot sauce on ice cream. It's just not a good mix. Instead, think about the context of the conversation and how well you know the other person. And always be mindful of others' feelings and comfort levels. By doing so, you'll be able to walk the tightrope of socializing with ease, like a circus performer with years of practice. Rule 14. Offer help. Offering help to those in need is like being a superhero, swooping in to save the day. Whether it's lifting heavy boxes or being a listening ear, showing that you're willing to go above and beyond for others can make you a real-life hero. Just make sure your cape doesn't get caught in anything. When we offer help, we not only show our care and compassion for others, but we also get a boost of positive energy from being able to make a difference. So don't underestimate the power of small acts of kindness, like holding the door open or offering a tissue to someone who's crying. These little moments can make a big impact and show that you're a true hero, cape or no cape. Rule 15. Avoid dominating conversations. In a world where so many people feel like they're shouting into the void, it's important to be the ear that listens. You don't want to be that one person at the party who drones on and on, drowning out everyone else's voices. Instead, think of yourself as a conductor who brings together the different notes and instruments to create a beautiful symphony. According to NPR, a staggering 80% of Americans feel like their opinions are ignored in social situations. But by actively listening to others and showing that you value their input, you can help break that pattern. Remember, conversations are like a jam session. Everyone gets to take a turn at soloing, but it's the collaboration that makes it truly magical. So let's tune into each other and create a harmony that leaves everyone feeling heard and appreciated. Unspoken social rules exist to help us navigate through social situations with ease and confidence, just like a map guides us through uncharted territory. These rules are like a dance, and even a small misstep can throw off the entire routine. Therefore, it is crucial to pay attention to subtle cues and gestures to interact appropriately and make everyone feel included. By following these 15 unspoken social rules, we can become more pleasant and respectful individuals in social situations. These rules include using manners, respecting personal space, avoiding interruptions, dressing appropriately, and more. Following these guidelines can help us avoid making others feel uncomfortable or disrespected and create better relationships with those around us. Remember, social etiquette is not just about following rules, but also genuinely caring for others and their well-being. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a like, share with your friends and family, and subscribe to Jotter for more great content on growth and personal development. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.